It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Hopkins sent in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run right side with Pacheco. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Motion man is Rice. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jalen Darden now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Play action now. It's Geno. That's Lockett downfield. He's got it. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Gino. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake, Smith. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now he takes it to the pylon. He's in. Geno Smith, touchdown Seattle.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the carry is P-Ron. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, Mahomes.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. On the ground, this is Piron. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. He's going to tuck it and go. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down. Give him 16 there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Smith to throw on 1st down. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Mike Dano working his way in there to record the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Chiefs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On play action, Smith. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play action now. It's Gino. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back is Smith. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And this is gonna be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
First down throw, Mahomes. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball. But no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mahomes back. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He is in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown tonight.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Gino. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Gino. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On 2nd down, it's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Off the play fake, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10. Here's P-Rock. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Patrick to throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open, and the quarterback delivered a good ball.
It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Chiefs have a first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, We're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Hopkins sent in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Chiefs. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco, 1st down and more. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give here to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's a win for the visiting Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.